Joe in real life, squat every day, 124, I think. I'm not sure. I got my Pokemon cup. I'm in my echo chamber. So last night, I got a little high and fell asleep on my cat's pillow. And today I cannot breathe. Now, some of you who've been paying attention know that I'm in recovery. You're like, hey, you got high? That's not good. Are you okay? I'm totally fine. I promise. I use marijuana THC as a sleep aid. I have these special gummies and I cut them into quarters and they're very good. And here's the deal. I was a terrible addict way back, and my dreams are plagued with just awful nightmares, just kind of like PTSD driven nightmares. You know, a mixed bag of childhood traumas and things that I did as an addict, you know, kind of in a scramble. And I can't sleep. And when I fall asleep, I can't stay down. You might be thinking, have you tried melatonin? Yeah, I have. And it works great. But the problem with melatonin is I still have the nightmares, but I can't wake up from them. And that's just so unbelievably unpleasant. So I use weed. I use a little weed gummy. And when I was an active addict, I never liked weed. Weed was so boring. And it's still that way for me now. Like, I don't know. I don't think of weed as a drug. I just don't. I know results vary for other people, and I'm not picking on anyone. You know, if weed's a problem for you, definitely stay away from it. Don't follow my advice. Don't start using it. But it doesn't do any of that for me. That said, I do recognize it's a slippery slope. And, you know, yellow alert. Got to stay on yellow alert with that for sure. The real problem is the cat hair. I'm allergic to cats. My girlfriend has a cat. She will not compromise on the cat. And sometimes my gummies aren't dosed properly. And last night was one of those times. So I got real sleepy. And I fell asleep by surprise on my cat pillow. And now I can't breathe and I feel like I've been poisoned. So that's a long story. A long and boring story I just told you. My body hurts. I can't breathe. I've got like inflammation pain everywhere. You know, every joint feels creaky as the Tin Man. I'm still gonna squat today, but I think I'm gonna put off my yoga video. And I did that last week too, and it might be that it's just Monday is yoga video day. I apologize. This is a New Year's resolution. So far, I'm off to a pretty bad start, but I do still feel like I'm towing the line with it. So I think that's okay. I am going to get a stretch in today, but I actually have the time to film the video, but this old body's not working. It's just not moving right. I'm gonna do a little jump rope to warm up and see if I can snap out of it. But you know, I've been going around in this meat machine for 45 years, and I'm telling you, it's non-compliant today. It's just not gonna do what I say. To my friends in recovery, I promise you, I'm totally fine. A little THC, and I'm talking like 2.5 milligrams, a real pussy amount of THC. It allows me to fall asleep and stay asleep, and if I have those dreams, I don't remember them. So, like, I sleep well, and nothing else really gives me that. I've tried some over-the-counter sleep aids, and that makes me feel like I'm gonna need a white shit. Because they're proper drugs, you know, they're real drugs. Whereas weed just makes me resty, makes me a little stupid, and I'm gone, you know? So that's that. Coming up next, front squats, guys. Stay tuned. Also, I have almost 200 subscribers. I think I'm 1 or 2 away. That happened really fast. On 250 subscribers, I'm going to try and do something fun. But I celebrated 100, I felt like, just a couple weeks ago. So, and if you're a new subscriber, my content's not usually like this. It's not usually me sitting on the floor complaining about the drug I misused last night. Welcome, and thank you for your attention. Front squats next, babies. So, okay, considering that I felt so unbelievably terrible this morning, I thought it would be a good day to test for my front squat minimum. My old minimum was 135 on the front squat, I think. And that just, it doesn't feel heavy enough. And like, I know you're probably thinking, oh, you feel bad. Why would that be a good day to test your minimum? Well, whatever weight I can hit today under some relatively extreme effort, I should be able to hit most every day. Oh, and I'm also showing you, I'm going to sit on the floor here, just some hip flexor work I do in between sets. I always do something in between sets. It's usually an ab movement, but I've been getting concerned about the hip flexors recently. So this is just a straddle. Try to keep the back straight. The body is going to rock. And lift the foot over an obstacle, back and forth. That's it. You can also do it with both feet forward and out. I alternate between the two. It doesn't really matter which. Just some basic hip work. Little stretch in between. Nothing aggressive, nothing too intense, because it will screw up your squat a lot. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, well, probably you're also thinking, oh, poor baby got too high last night and slept on some cat hair. You can't be feeling that bad. You're just phoning in a workout today? Fucking lame. Well, I am really allergic to that cat. Like, really allergic. And I do take an allergy med, but if I sleep directly on its hair like a fucking idiot, like I did last night, then I feel awful. I mean, it's not flu-like, but it's adjacent to those kind of feelings, you know? And you're probably thinking then, man, like, hey man, your girlfriend should get rid of that cat if that's the case. She's not going to get rid of her cat. She loves her cat very much. She's had it since she was a teenager. It's old and it's fat and it's not going anywhere. And my girlfriend's amazing. I love her more than I've ever loved. She's way out of my league and she's smoking hot. So what am I supposed to do? Deal with the cat. That's what I'm supposed to do. Not get high and fall asleep in its hair. That's another thing I could try. But, you know, there's nothing for it, man. Life's full of hardships. This is just one of them. So, I'm doing a little pause in the bottom of these front squats, and I really should show you the videos from the side so that you can pick on my form, like some of you are fond of doing. And actually, I enjoy that you do that too. So, no worries. But they were feeling really good, despite the fact that I feel so terrible. My lower back felt good, my feet felt good. I had a slightly narrower stance than normal. And I expected 135 to be a real problem. I paused in the bottom just to make sure the squat was entirely mine, that I wasn't using any stretch reflex to bounce out. And I couldn't believe it. So I went to 145 rather than jumping directly to 155 because I just wanted to make sure it was going to work, you know? It didn't seem, I wasn't convinced. I thought maybe I got lucky with 135. And yeah, I'm watching it for the first time, same as you. I like that knee placement and movement. Very little newborn baby horse legs, very little wobble. 145 was good. So we go up to 155, and this is where I stop. And it was a righteous stop. Like, the weight moved, it moved fine. There's nothing wrong with the rep. I could go heavier today for sure. I could probably get 170 up. But 170 in the front squat is not a good minimum, you know? There will be a day where I do have the flu for real. And on that day, I will not be able to do 170. So that's kind of like, yeah, a little bit of that newborn baby horse leg, but not that much. Honestly, I feel really good about that, you know? And this was a lame workout, but I got something in. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today, okay?